Welcome to Life in the Word. My name is Minister John Bryan. I have to my right,
Ms. Perez.
Awesome. We ask you tonight that you hit that share button, that like button. Let somebody know that we are here. Call somebody and tell them that we are here on tonight on Life in the Word. We are here tonight. You know, we have been really just giving some words on tonight. We are here going to talk about abandonment on tonight. Even, you know, Christ even felt abandonment.
Yeah.
He understood what it was to feel to be abandoned. You know, when we talk about Christ, he bears our infirmities. He understands what we're going through.
Yeah.
How do we know that? Because he feels all the things, and he has felt all the things that we have went through while here on earth. Let's go over to Matthew chapter 27, verses 46. Matthew 27, verse 46. And this was the time when Jesus was on the cross.
Yeah.
This was the time when he was nailed to the cross at the time. This is the time right now when he was there, and now he's in the process of what he was assigned to do.
Yeah.
He wasn't on his way there, but now on the cross, this is his assignment. Now he had to bear this thing. Now he had to bear the weight of what it is that God had assigned him to do while here on earth. It wasn't peaches and cream and roses, but now this is the time where he is walking this thing out. He is carrying this thing out right here. And there are times in our life when we're going through things and we're doing some things and we may not understand why, and we're in the midst of some things, but then all of a sudden we may feel as if like God is not there. We may feel kind of abandoned. So chapter 27 verse 46 says, it says, about the ninth hour Jesus cried with a loud, agonized voice, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. This is, my God, why have you forsaken me? So when he said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, he was really saying, when we talk about it in English terms, it says, my God, why have you forsaken me? And why? And I believe that even in this moment, why did he feel that way? Because it was in this moment right here that his hands was nailed to the cross and his feet was nailed to the cross. And at this time they had pierced his side and the blood was streaming from him. And he's hanging there, and there was no one there to sit there and say, hold on, baby, you can do this thing. Right. No one was there to sit there and stroke his head and say, yeah, you can carry this thing out. Hold on, you're going to get through this thing. No one, you got just a little bit more while, get a little while longer to go on. Just stay in the race and don't give up. Because when we go back even some verses before and some chapters before in the book of Matthew, when he told him, he said, listen, don't you know who I am? I'm the God that can call down legions of angels. Absolutely. So even while he was here on the cross, he had the ability to get up off the cross, but he stayed right there and he said, I'll go through this thing. Guess what? Because there's a greater purpose. He knew that, guess what? I was assigned to this thing. And there are times in our life when when the assignment that God has placed over us, that we were designed and we were created to walk out, and we were created to stand in the midst of. Sometimes we can feel so alone. We can feel as if like we're all by ourselves. We can feel, and I looked up this word abandonment, and the word abandonment, it began to tell us, it says it's an act or fact of abandoning or being abandoned. It began to give us some words: dissertation, neglect, betrayal, disuse, evacuation, neglect, rejection, withdrawal, surrender, dispensation, and I want to just go back to this word when it said withdraw. Why did he feel like that? Because at this time right here, it was, I can imagine Christ standing right there just saying, wait a minute, I'm right here. God, are you sure that this is what I'm supposed to? When I don't hear your voice, God, I don't feel your love. Your love I don't feel no pain. When my spirit was with you in eternity, I didn't feel any pain. Pain wasn't what I'm used to. I wasn't used to feeling this pain. Where are you right now? There are times when we as Christians and as men and women of God, we walk through things in our life and we're saying, God, wait a minute. You told me I should not feel no pain. God, Father, you said that you are a healer, but I don't feel your healing power. Father, you said that you are a provider, but hold on, where's the provision? Father, you said that you're a restorer, but guess what? There's confusion and calamity all going on in my relationship. There are times in our life when we're sitting and saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why? Because we don't hear God's voice. But guess what? What's so good about God? Even when we can't hear his voice, guess what? It's his word that keeps keep us.
Amen, my God.
It was his word. He held, see, Christ held on to his word even right there. Let's hold on, wait a minute. My God, why have you forsaken me? My God, there are times in our life we just hold on and we say, God, where are you, God? God, I can't hear you. God, my baby just acting up. God, the money is acting funny. God, I don't see it. God, I see more dark days than I see light. God, what's going on? God, why am I feeling so abandoned? God, where are you, God? God, they said if I trust in your word, God, Father, that you will make a way, but I don't see a way being made, God. I feel so all alone. I feel as if like I'm walking this thing out all by myself. Where are you, God? And this was Christ. This is Christ in the midst of him carrying this assignment. How many times have you yourself, and we sat there and we're in the midst of doing what we know God has called us to do, and we say, God, this weight is so heavy, God. God, why are they talking about me, God? But you told me to pray for them. God, why betrayal? But you told me to be right there. Yeah. God, why did they turn their back on me? Why, God? You didn't tell me about this part right here, God.
That's it, my Lord.
I don't feel you. I don't feel what you're going. I don't feel this. Why? And this is Christ. When you wait a minute, God, he didn't feel God's presence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he felt totally alone, and he's never known a moment to be alone, because he's always him, and he abides in the Father, the Father abides in him. If you see me, you see the Father.
Yes.
Me and the Father are one.
Yes.
So there he didn't feel God's presence, because at that time was when the Lord, we say the Father had to turn his back from him because he couldn't see the sin. He was carrying the weight of all the sin of the world, past, present, and future. So, he felt abandoned, though God was always there, because God never leaves us nor forsakes us. His word says it so. But when we're going, when we're going through things, because we're in this flesh,
yes,
and we are emotional beings,
yes,
we think, oh God, where are you? When God is always there.
Yeah.
He'll never leave us.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how Jesus felt that because of the weight of the sin of the world.
Yeah.
So we have to remember the weight of the sin, what price he paid.
Yes.
So when we're going through what we're going through, we got to remember what he went through.
Yes.
And remember to hold on to his word, because he held on to God, the Father's word, at all times.
Yes.
He knew he had intimacy. So as we have to have intimacy with God's word and God's presence, so that when things happen and people get away from you and people talk about you and people betray you, then you know you have God's hand to hold on to.
Yes.
Because when Pastor taught us this, he said, even when you're taking a test, the teacher's always silent. When we're going through our testing, we remember, oh yeah, the teacher's silent. Not that God is not there. God is very aware of everything. He knows the end of the thing. We're the ones that don't know. So we're freaking out. We're going through our emotions. So we remember, wait a minute now. God said there'll be trials and there'll be testings. God said, he'll never leave us. So we got to hold on to God's word. That's why he said this out of the agonizing, because he was going through what he never experienced pain. He never did, but he paid the price that we could not do, so that we can enter in unto him and say, Lord, yes, it's me. I need you, Jesus. I need you. And if it's not for you saving me, if it's not for your grace, where would I be? Because none of us are perfect, not even on our best day.
Come on.
But the perfect one came and died for us and did what we couldn't do. So we have to just continue, like you say, hold on to God's unchanging hand. Because see, like you said before, it's a mirage. Things we go through is just to grow us. Things, it's things that we got, because there's things that got to be rooted out of us. See, he didn't have anything. He was perfect. We're the ones that are not perfect. So you got to remember, when we go through what we go through, is because God is rooting things out of us that are not good for us, that are toxic for us. He paid the price that we couldn't pay. That's why he never felt that, because he was perfect in all his ways. We go through what we go through because we go through our little emotional, we go through our pity parties, and we we do, because we're emotional beings. But praise be unto God that even though he went through what he went through, I thank God that he paid the price for us, because we couldn't do it.
Absolutely.
We couldn't do it.
Absolutely.
No, we couldn't. So I praise God. And the abandonment was what it hurt him, because he never been away from his father. Never. He never. It's like you know, when your children grow up and they go. But you always have that connection with them. You always want to hear, hey, I'm okay. So imagine that. He wanted to hear his father's voice saying, I'm with you, I'm with you.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, I got you, I got
Absolutely.
you. And when he didn't hear that, because he had to carry that weight for a very short, temporary time, but he was agonizing. What he went through, none of us could take. None of us. So I thank God that I tell you, I thank God for Jesus. I thank God.
We thank God for Christ that he was able to carry the sins. That even in this moment right here, God and his infinite power and his infinite self and who he is, that, you know what I'm saying, even when he looked at Christ, he couldn't say nothing or coach him, because he didn't see his son, but he saw the sins of the world. And because he saw the sins of the world, he had to be quiet and say, wait a minute, hold on, I don't see my son. Because at this point right now, it was like something was happening right there where God began to see the sins. And he said, wait a minute, hold on, it's not my son, but I see sin. And he said, well, God, where are you? Wait a minute, you're carrying the sin, so I can't even look at the sin.
My God.
The sin can't even stand in my presence. So that's why you feel the abandonment, because because guess what? It can't stay here. I can't stay in the midst where sin is. Right. So now all of a sudden, that's when he said, God, where are you? And God said, wait a minute, hold on. Even in the midst of that right there, I believe God was sitting and said, I got to be quiet. But son, if you hold on just a little bit longer, sometimes we as parents, we gotta tell our kids, hold, I gotta let you ride that bike. I know you're a little scared, but you gotta ride that bike. Hold on, you gotta keep on going.
My God.
So that you can see what's about to happen. In that midst of that moment, he felt what it is to be separated from his father.
Lord.
He felt what it is to be separated from the presence of God.
My God.
So, you know, in that moment, you know, I pray that on tonight, that you were able to get something out of this word of abandonment on tonight, knowing that even though that you may be in your storm, you may be going through something, you may be experiencing some things, some dark times in your life, understand that continue to carry the assignment that God has placed on your life. It's not going to kill you and it's not going to crush you. I'm telling you, if God has given it to you, God has given you every tool, whatever it is, to carry it. God has given you everything that you need to press through, to move on, and to move over the hump that you're in. Hold on, even though you may feel abandoned, understand that he would never leave you nor forsake you. That he's going to walk with you, and eventually he's going to speak a word into your life. My name is Minister John Bright. I'll have to my right,
Miss Press.
We are here, Life in the Word, and we want to let you know that Jesus is Lord.